Hello, good morning, Satnam, and welcome to Awakening Your Ecstatic Potential, Level 2, Day 1. I'm getting so long-sighted, can't see if anyone's there or not right now. um, but welcome to you if you're joining me live now, and as well if you're joining me at another time that works better for you. Thank you so much for signing up for this course. Thank you so much for investing in me, and thank you so much for investing in you. Awakening Your Ecstatic Potential Level 1 was a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to these next 14 days of early morning practice of connection to self, connection to source, and really going a little bit deeper with some of the practices that we've already learned and building upon them. If you're joining for the first time today, don't worry. Most of these will be standalone. It does help if you have some background knowledge already of yoga or meditation or breath work. But each of these practices is going to be yummy and delicious. And I'm sure you'll find that as we go through the days, there'll be benefits that grow and grow. So as we always do, the first part before I talk anymore or we do anything else is we do an opening meditation. So we just take a few minutes to center ourselves and to come present into this moment, into now. So wherever you are and whatever your situation, just take a moment to make yourself comfortable in a sitting position. So if you do need support, please take support for your bottom, for your back, for your knees, or put yourself into a chair. And if you're sitting on the ground, same thing, getting the support that you need to feel really comfortable so that your spine can be tall and in balance. And then go ahead and close your eyes and just begin to pay attention to the flow of your breath. So we're just going to pay attention to the place where your root and your bottom connects with the earth, whatever is supporting you, just feeling that support beneath you. Aware of the spine as it flows upwards and just doing your best to find that sense of upward flow and alignment all the way along the spine and the back of the neck, without making the body rigid. So keeping a softness, keeping a receptivity. And then just intentionally relaxing the shoulders. And relaxing the face. And at the same time, aware of the breath as it flows steadily in and out through the nose, through both nostrils equally. Filling the lungs completely and emptying the lungs completely. And by drawing all your awareness into the body in this moment, sensing and witnessing, calling yourself present into this moment. Emptying the mind and just being here now. From this more neutral place, just asking an internal question as to your intention for these 14 days. Just allowing whatever answer there is, whatever it is, to rise up, whether that comes in the form of words or pictures or a sensation. And if it's not particularly clear, not stressing about that, just allowing it to be, and maybe some clarity will come later. Just having posed that question as to your intention for this course. And letting that go. And then just sending out your awareness into the circle of people who are with this group today and who will be joining this group. So you have a sense of the community of which you're part, including me, including you, including others. Don't need to know who they are, but just a sense of other souls also joining this practice, also with their intentions, also with their own lives, and all the stuff that comes with that. Feeling the support and the presence of others, my support in this group. And also asking for support from any other source, guides, angels, energies that you wish to call in to support your sustained practice and really getting the best from what you put in. Allowing yourself to really feel that support, clarity of the intention. And then taking a full deep breath in and out. And a couple more times, full deep breath in and out. And then just opening the eyes fully and gently back into the room and into connection. So it's always really great to start with an intention, because when we have an intention, it helps us to stay focused and to remember the purpose. At the end of the session today, you might want to write down if something did come up for you into your journal or notebook. So you have that as a reminder. Sometimes there may be days where you don't feel like joining the practice for whatever reason, and just going back to your intention will help you to stay motivated. Also, just knowing that I'm here as a support, you're very welcome to post questions at the end of this video right now and or any other time, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. So that you do have that support, and you know I'm showing up every morning, I'm here, and I'm also having a sense of holding the space for us all as we journey together. So today's practice, I'm starting with an embodiment practice. This is something fairly straightforward in a way, but it is a great way to warm up the whole body, to get your blood circulating, to open the capacity of the lungs, to open the heart meridian, to feel that every part of the body has been enlivened. It's the sun salutation, Surya Namaskara, which some of you may know, but I ask you with this practice and any others, I don't know how many of the others you might already know or have done at some point in your life and in some class somewhere, to come with a beginner's mind, to come with curiosity, and to just really give yourself totally to today's practice. And if you bring that every day, I can assure you that you'll get so much more from it. When we come with a beginner's mind, when we come with curiosity, when we come with openness, when we give our all, we get more back. And there's always more that can be experienced. There's always more that we can witness about ourselves. So this is a brilliant opener. And as we go through the 14 days, there will be practices that are about embodiment. There will be practices that are more about awareness. There will be practices that are more about our energy flow. We're kind of working with those different elements. And of course, they all go together. So when we're working with the body, with more of an accent on that, there is also, of course, always the energetic body and the energy flow that we're working with too, as well as the awareness. So the one thing also I want to say with any physical practice or any embodiment practice is to take care of your body. Never do anything that doesn't feel right. Never do anything that hurts. So adapt and change. And if what I'm going to show you today does not work for your body, please find a way to adapt, amend, abbreviate, make it easier, make it work for you, and post questions afterwards if you need any extra help. I'm very happy to help. So take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and bring yourself up to standing. I might just need to adjust the angle of my computer screen for this as well, so that you can see my body, so that I demonstrate this for you clearly. Just putting on the music. Okay, so I hope you've got your yoga mat there because it will help you to not slip. Right, I'm just going to adjust the screen a little bit. Let's see, is that going to work? You can still not see my head. Okay. All right, so you're going to start standing and you're going to be towards one end of your mat, at the front of the mat, yeah? So I'm going to turn on sideways now and keep talking. So you want to have your feet either with the toes and the heels completely together or very close together if that feels a little bit too much. So again, the guidelines, I always say the guidelines, but I also always ask my students to adapt for their bodies. So the ideal is toes and heels together. If that feels a little bit uncomfortable, then you just give it a little bit more space and adjust. You're going to start with your hands by your sides. And then on the in-breath, so the breath and the body are always working together, you're going to lift the palms up to the sides of the body and begin to look up. And the palms meet above the head in prayer pose. And we're looking up. As you look up, I'm going to talk a little bit more for the first time. Be mindful of the back of your neck, so no pressure feeling on the vertebra or the back of the neck. Looking up if that's comfortable. If not, look straight ahead. And if it's comfortable, you can add a gentle back bend. On the out breath, we're going to let the arms go out to the sides. And we're going to slowly, slowly hinge forward, lengthening through the spine all the way down. Lengthening, 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 lengthening. And as we go down, maybe the hands will touch the mat. Maybe they won't reach that far. So it really depends on your body. I'm going to keep talking, so stay where you are. Hands may reach the mat on the exhale, or they must reach your knees or your shins. So you go down to where you can. And at this point, we're looking down towards the knees or towards the shins. And the knees are fairly straight but not locked. On the in-breath, we are then going to look up and slightly flex the lower back. And again, mindful, no pressure or squeezing at the back of the neck, please. So looking up, either with the hands on the ground or the hands on the shins. for support. Again, always adapting. You can have your hands higher if you're a little bit less flexible, so really adapting for your body. Inhaling, looking up, and then on the exhale, once again, hinging forward and down, your hands to the side of your feet. And we're going to take the gentle route the first time, stepping back with one leg, right leg, stepping back with the left leg. So you're now in a plank position, and my body's going to disappear for a moment, coming down to the mat, bending the elbows and bringing the body down all the way to the floor. So I'm just going to tilt my computer a little bit so you can see. Okay, so once we're on the floor, the tops of the feet flatten onto the mat, and the hands are either side of the shoulders. Now again, this is going to depend upon your spine and your flexibility levels. Never ever push, never. On the in-breath, we're going to push away from the earth, inhaling, slowly, slowly coming up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. So my spine's not very warmed up and it's not super flexible. I also need to bring some space between my legs. So in the classic cobra pose, we have the legs together, but that makes it harder on the lower back. So if you feel any pressure, just bring some space between the legs and then inhale up just as far as your spine wants to go this morning. So what you want to avoid is the shoulder shrug. So your shoulders will be away from your ears down, and your elbows may bend a little. So this may be possible, this may not be possible. If that feels too strong, what you do is you make a little triangle of your forearms onto the mat, and your index fingers touching, and you just lift up to this level. It makes it a lot easier for the lower back. You may even be able to have your legs together if you do it this way. So this is the inhale. And then on the exhale, we tuck the toes and push the body up and come into triangle pose. So in the tradition I'm trained in, we call this triangle pose. You'll perhaps know it as downward dog. So in triangle pose, the weight's equally balanced between the feet and the hands. Feel free to adjust the body weight until you feel comfortable. For some people, your heels might not be down on the ground. That doesn't matter. You can put a block or a pillow or a cushion or a blanket underneath the heels to support you. The aim is to have heels on the ground, hands on the ground, and to make a perfect triangle shape. So your head is between your hands, and you're breathing at least 5 long, slow, deep breaths. Breathing through the nose and making the triangle shape so that there's a straight line from your hips down to your ankles and from your hips down to your wrists. After 5 breaths, we're going to walk the feet in. Again, this is the easy route, back towards the hands. So we come back into that position. The hands are either on the mat, either side of the feet, or holding onto the shins or the knees. And we're going to inhale again, a lower spine flex, looking up. Exhale forward, releasing the head, neck, and shoulders. And then on the next in-breath, again, hands go out to the sides like the sun. We're rising up. Yeah. And the hands meet above the head in prayer pose. And we bring the hands back to the heart. So we finish with the hands. Oh, you can't see my head again. The hands at the heart. Yeah. Okay. So that was a lot of talking just to give a little bit of technical detail. We're going to go one round again now, where I'll talk a lot less, and you'll really focus on coordinating your breath with the flow of movement. And the most important thing is that you're feeling what's happening in your own body rather than blindly following my instructions to the point where you're listening so hard and trying so hard to do it perfectly that you're actually out of your own body. So if you're in your own body, you won't be doing anything that is not correct for your body and that is pushing it too far. Always stay in your comfort zone and stay in awareness of what's happening in the body and the flow of the movement with the breath, okay? And then it becomes this beautiful flowing sequence, which is so much fun. Okay, so coming to the front of your mat, one mat has already slipped. And again, just aligning your feet, connecting to the ground, to the earth. Taking a few deep breaths and really feeling that connection through the soles of the feet to the earth beneath you. You know, you're not just floating on a surface, you're rooting down, down into the earth through the feet. Few full deep breaths through the nose, and then when you're ready, on your next in-breath, like the sun, palms up, bringing the palms above you, looking up, and adding a gentle back bend if that's comfortable for you. On the exhale, hinging forward, letting the arms go out to the sides, floating all the way down with a long spine, looking at the knees, holding onto the shins, knees, or hands on the floor. Inhale and flex the lower spine. Exhaling down, step back with the left foot, hands either side of your feet. Then the right foot, come into plank, bending the elbows, release your body down all the way onto your mat. Flattening the feet onto the mat, hands either side of the shoulders. Inhale, pushing up into cobra or half cobra, just as far as your spine wants to go. No pushing, it's early in the morning. On the exhale, releasing, tucking the toes under, and coming up into triangle pose. Adjusting your hands and your feet. You know, you might want to do a few heel presses to stretch out your hamstrings. That's fine, that's good. And when you're comfortable here, holding and resting in this pose for a few breaths, at least 3 to 5 long, deep breaths in and deep breaths out. And when you're done, we're going to walk the feet in again towards the hands. Hands either on the ground, by the side of the feet, or on your shins. Inhale, looking up, avoiding any pressure on the back of the neck. Exhale forward, looking at the knees or the shins. And inhale, drawing the hands out to the sides. Slowly coming up. And the hands meet above the head. And we bring the hands down to the heart in prayer pose. Good. I hope that's feeling good. We're going to just do, I'm just checking the time. We're going to do one more. And I'll just give you a couple of other variations that you can add to this. Okay, front of the mat, toes and heels together, or a little bit more space if that feels comfortable. Feel into the body's alignment and see if you can get a sense of being really centered and grounded through the soles of the feet. Your body weight equally placed, left and right sides, left and right feet. Taking a few full deep breaths. Grounding and earthing. Feeling yourself strong, stable, and centered. Inhale. Like the sun, feel the chest opening. Eyes looking up. A gentle back bend if it's comfortable. Exhaling forward, long spine. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Out, out, lengthen, lengthen all the way down. Looking at the knees, hands holding onto the legs or on the ground. Inhale, looking up, lower back flex. Exhale. Now on this next one, a slightly more advanced version might be hands either side of the feet and to jump the legs back. But we're only going to do that if that feels right and comfortable. If not, we're going to step one leg at a time. Bending the elbows, releasing to the mat. Hands either side of the shoulders, spreading the fingers wide. Inhale, rolling mindfully up through the spine. Less about how far you go and more about how mindfully you move. Okay. Exhaling down. Tucking the toes and pushing up with the bottom to come into triangle pose. And again, a few presses with the heels, adjusting hands and heels until you really feel nice and strong in your triangle shape. Supporting the heels if they need that, if your hamstrings are tight. Aware of the angles the body is making and breathing. Deep, full breaths in and out through the nose. You'll already notice your body and your mind are calming down more with each breath. Letting all the internal organs relax. And on the next in-breath, you can either swing one leg forward between your hands and then bring the other foot towards it. Or I'll just show you another possibility, which is the most challenging in advance, which is to jump both feet forward between your hands. You can play with that in your leisure. Inhaling, lower back flex. Exhaling, looking at your shins. Inhaling, hands out to the sides, pushing into the earth. Hands meeting above the head. And exhaling to the heart in prayer pose. Take a few moments there as you stand in prayer pose with your feet rooted on the ground. Feeling the balance in the body. Feeling your rootedness and connection with the earth. And then just bring yourself back into sitting. So well done for moving through that practice this morning. If you have the time, I'd suggest that you now go ahead and go through that sequence another 3 times in your own flow, adding or taking away the details that I've suggested. It's a really great way to warm the body up in the morning, if that's all you have time for, or before you go on to do a yoga set or some other physical practice, because it really kind of gets every part of the body involved and warmed up. So it's simple, it's quick, it's a whole body warm up, it's activating every element really. And if you have any questions, please post them below or post them in the group. I'm really happy to answer any questions that you have. And just remembering, always, always, always honoring your body. Again, just a reminder, if you set yourself an intention for this course, then go ahead and note that down now before you forget, and add to it if more things now begin to flow through into your awareness of what you'd really like to achieve for yourself, what your intention or intentions and goals are. It really does help to bring more to your practice. And that is it for this morning. So thank you so much for being with me, and I'm already looking forward to tomorrow and what we're going to be sharing together tomorrow. So thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Much love, and Sat Nam.